Hello everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw bootstraps. Alright, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch just to make sure I get everything in there. And then I'll switch over to Sharpie, so don't worry about it if you can see it. This is all for me, just to make sure that I have everything in the right spot. And then I'll switch over so you can see in a second. So don't worry about it. This is my drawing. Okay. All right. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna kind of cartoonize it. Well, not cartoonize it. That's not the word I'm trying to look for. I'm making it my own. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. So I like that. I like where I'm going with this. Looks making me very happy. And let's see, there's a knob on that side. And so the nice thing is, because it's a stick or a cane pole, I guess, because it's like a fishing rod, right? That it doesn't have to be straight. So we can just have fun with it and add a bunch of knobs and knobbettes, knobberinos, and knobbadoodlies. Those all sound pretty good, right? Okay, I'm falling off the page, so I'm going to have to stop here and make sure I leave room for the hook, like that. We're still on the page? Yeah. All right. And let's see. That looks about right. Okay, so I think I'm going to, let me add a few more details here real fast. Then I'll switch over to Sharpie, and you can join along. And you're welcome to use a Sharpie or a pencil, whatever you want to do. I think that is good. I'm a little off to the side in the camera, but that's okay. This is how I draw. You draw how you draw. We'll meet somewhere in between. Okay, so then let's start with what's in front. And I think this jug, is that what this is supposed to be? A bag, jug, something like that? And we'll start with this. So I'm basically going to draw the bottom of it like that. And there's a rope around the front of it that I want to draw first, because I like to draw, or you should always draw what's in front. That way, when you're drawing what's behind it, you don't have to cut through and you're prepared for everything, you know? So look, I made that a little high, so I'm going to compensate for that. Then come all the way up here, come underneath, connect it again like that. See, I just extended that is all I really did. So I'm going to add the top the top layer like that. And see, that's what I meant, is I wanted that in front. That way I could draw this behind it. And it's all about layers and what's in front. You know, you just got to kind of plan, a well thought out plan. So now these ropes, basically, these knots and whatnot, are what's in front of this. So I'm going to draw those next. And I'm going according to my sketch. So that's why it looks like it's just kind of floating there. But I'm going according to what I sketched out in the current locations for where I want these things to be. Okay, so now looks like all that can be, the next part of the stick can be back behind that. It's going to come out here like this, and that's going around there. There's another strap back behind it like that, so it kind of loops around like that. And let's see, we can go ahead and draw the boot, because that looks like that is connected to there. Comes down here and is tied on right there by, I don't know what that is. It looks like some kind of stick. I don't know. I need to see a better image of this. I'm just going to guess at what it is. So anyway, this is a boot, so we're going to draw the front of the boot like that. Now let's go ahead and draw the back of the boot. We're going to draw the heel down to the bottom like this, and let's go ahead and draw that tread at the bottom of the boot. And there's more wrappings around it like that. And so then we can draw the big toe of the boot like that. And let's see, there's like the inner inside. And that's all we're going to do for that. We don't want to go too crazy. And so now let's draw the stick. And I'm going to have rope around the stick. Let's see, let's draw that in first, because I like thick and thin lines. I'm going to use this Sharpie though. So it's thicker than this, but not thicker than this. So I'm going to do this, and I know it's kind of floating, but I did it like this because of my sketch. And that's why you sketch, so you know where you're going to plan these things out. Okay, so something like that. Let's go ahead and do them all. I'm just going to kind of tie the ropes around. Tie this one around. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to sing. That's my new YouTube page of horrible songs for horrible people. Let's see. I'm gonna have another one coming around like that. Let's see, how many more? Let's do another one like this. Now I'm kind of making this up because I'm kind of going off my sketch. My sketch has these like lower like that, but I'm compensating for. Remember earlier I told you I was like, oops, I'm gonna fall off the page. That's what I'm trying to compensate for now, and I'm just eyeballing it. So like that. Okay, and that's all the fine detail I want to add for the stick. The rest I'm going to do with this Sharpie, okay? So let's go ahead. It's a Y, so let's go ahead and draw the other part of it. Connect it like that. It's tied around this part. So this is going to come down like this. It's going to come back up here, and I'm going to add a little knot like that. And see how I wanted to add that little nubbin behind it? That's why I stopped right there and did it. It's all about planning. Carefully laid plan, right? Okay. So let's bring this one back up. And look, I'm pushing. I'm more of a puller. So that was very odd for me. I'm more of a puller than a pusher. So it felt very strange. Okay, so now I'm just going to pull the lines down. Kind of follow my sketch and go to where the ropes are. So same thing with this one. And it kind of flares out a little bit. I planned that, so it's supposed to flare like a bamboo pole. Because again, I assume this is a fishing pole. Okay. And, you know, I like the way that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thicken these lines up, just the outside. Just to make it cohesive, you know. And if you're doing it with a pencil, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it because this is a inking technique. Again, thick versus thin to make it look special. All right, so here we go. So now we're going to add the hook. And the hook, this end of the rope is in the bottom of the hook like that. And then it's going to come down here like this. Hook up like that. Go back around and connect there. Connect 4. So the last thing we're going to do is there is a satchel tied up right here. So I'm just going to make it bulbous like that and connect it. And we can't see the rest because it's behind the rope. So I'm going to take care of the rest with color. So for now, that is Bootstrap. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.